Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. Today I'd like to discuss with you what we can do when we have a local administrator right on a system present in domain. This process we can call as a domain enumeration. I'll cover the same in three parts. In first part, I like to cover only a domain enumeration where a system is present, and in other two parts I'll try to cover the subdomain enumeration and the forest enumeration. So before we start, let me introduce myself. I've been working in security industry since 2010, an information security professional based out at Bangalore, India. Subsequently, I was employed in security role by bank and many other organizations. I use this channel as a mean of organizing everything I have learned and want to learn, and as a way to share those things with others. If you like to connect me on LinkedIn, here's a link of my LinkedIn profile, and even I have put the URL of my blog. You can visit. So now let's start with today's topic. So today's, first of all, as we already cover the local administrator right and Windows innovation exploits. So now what we can do, like when we have the local administrator right on a system, so what we can do. So before proceeding further with it, first of all, I like to tell you like what exactly that lab setup is it, like in which we try to enumerate the domain controller. Okay, so you can see on my screen we have the local administrator right on our system, that we call it as a window 10. It is connected to one server, that is serv1, and it is connected to a domain controller, that is dom1, which you try to enumerate it. This complete thing is coming under, we call it as a lab dot local. So this is the name of the domain, and this is a domain controller. This is one of the servers which we are connecting, and this is our system where we have the local administrator right. So now let's start with that practical part directly. So you can see that on this system we already have the session on our system that we call it as a window 10 system. So what we can do, the first thing we have to do, we have to open the PowerShell command. As you already have the local administrator right, so there is no problem with that. But what's the first thing we have to do it? We simply have to go to the tool section where we already have the tool. Okay, I'll try to go to the complete section. Okay, before running the script, the first thing we have to do it, we have to change the execution policy, as we do always. Okay, then after that, the most important thing, we have to disable the antivirus. Okay, now the antivirus is completely stopped. So now there is a PS script that we call it as a power view. This is one of the script which you can use it for the animation of the domain. Other than that, we have the AD module also, we can use that also, but in this tutorial I am using only a power view. So as we can see that right now it's just getting detected. Okay, maybe a possibility or antivirus is not disabled it yet, so we have to try it once again. Okay, sure. So we have to do it manually. In few cases, like when we try to do it by the command line, it's not allow us to do that. So as we already have the administrator right, we can go directly and disable it. Now it's disabled it. Now we can try to run it, and we can see that as it was already identified by antivirus earlier, so it was deleted. So we have to extract that folder once again so that we can get that file once again. Okay, just give me a minute, let me get it extracted, that file. This time it's working fine. Okay, so the first thing we have to do it, like just a first thing we like to do it, it's a command, like we like to know about the domain first, where exactly our system is connected right now. So this is the first command we have to fire it on our system, and we can get it the information like which is the forest. So I can, at the time of where I'm telling you the network architecture, at the time I already told you that this is lab.local is the name of the domain. Okay, dom1 is the domain controller of this domain, and is there any child domain subdomain we have it, which we'll cover in next part. So this is also present over here. Other than that, these are details about that domain itself. It's about the domain controller only. Okay, so now let's go to the next command that we call it as SID. If we just try to use Power View to identify the SID of that system itself. So SID also we can get it very easily. Okay, domain SID, not a system. Sorry, I just forgot to mention. It's not for the system. It's for the domain. So for the domain, we can get the SID of it by this command. Okay. So we have those details. I just want to understand how many computers are present in the network right now. Okay, so for that we simply have to fire the command. So we can see that clearly we have three systems, that is, one is DOM1, another one is Serv1, and the third one is Win10, that is our system where we are logged in right now. Now what's the next thing we can do? If we want to know how many users are present in this domain, that we can do it by this way, but it's a longer list, and it's not possible for us to identify go and each and everything. So there is a simpler way for it. So by this way we can get only the name of the users present for it in this domain. Okay, so these are the users present in this domain. Now what's next we can do it? If we want to gather more information about the domain controller, so this is a command we can fire for it. By this we can get the IP address of the domain controller. We can identify which operating system is running on it, what exactly the time, like if we want to compromise and we like to know the NTP time, what exact time is running on that domain controller, we can get it by this way. What type of roles is present over there, IP address, site name, partitions, what type of partitions is present on it, everything. It's a host name of it. Okay, what else we can do it? So one quick thing which I like to tell you, there is one thing which we can try it. Don't try it on your production setup, but this is a lab, so we can try it directly. So this command is used to find like is there any share folder is present inside the network, like in this domain or not. If it's present, so we can see like these are the share folders present in the domain itself. So we can go inside of these folders and try to figure out like is there any possibility we can get any information, any credentials, something like that, we can get it over there or not, any confidential data we can get it over there or not. So those things we can figure out by this way. Okay, and other than that, the most important command which I can tell you is this. Take example like right now I just want to know like who is the last person that get it login on this server. Okay, so over here I try to use the server one and .lab.local. okay, I just want to understand which user have recently logged in on this system. So if I try to fire this command, I hope like I'm not getting any response, as recently I have not get it logging on this server. Just to make it an entry, I'll try to get it login on this system, just to get a response on this. Now if I'll try this command once again, I hope this time I'm supposed to get that output, as I already tried to initiate a traffic on that server one. In the meantime, I'll try to open another session of the PowerShell. I don't know what is happening over here, why we are not getting appropriate response. Okay, that's okay, maybe some technical problem is happening. Okay, let's go for the another command which we can try it. So if we just try to know like if there is a group is present in the domain controller, so like how many users is coming under that group or not. So to get that list of the user present in that group, we simply have to fire this command. So you can see the list of the user present and coming under the list of the domain, coming under the category of the administrators in domain controller. So there is one user administrator, obviously we can predict it very easily, and other than that there is another user is Sumit K. Sumit K is also a member of the administrator group on domain controller. So these are the only steps I just want to discuss it with you regarding the domain enumeration in this first part. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.